Ladies and gentlemen, there's a moment in life when a man sits in silence and realizes the depth of what he's lost. It's not the things he owns or the battles he's fought, but the connection, the love, and the loyalty of someone extraordinary. That's when he misses you like crazy because the world feels empty without you. But here's the twist. He discovers it too late. Today, let's talk about the power of your presence, your value, and why you should never let anyone underestimate your worth. Absence is a profound teacher, often revealing truths that presence obscures. When someone important is no longer in your life, their absence becomes a mirror that reflects their true value. It's a realization that creeps in quietly, often when it's least expected during a solitary moment, a mundane task, or a memory that resurfaces without warning. Absence has the power to strip away the distractions and noise of daily life, leaving behind only the raw essence of what that person meant to you. Imagine a world where the laughter that once filled a room is replaced by silence. The absence of a warm smile or a familiar voice is a void that can't easily be filled. It's in these moments of emptiness that we begin to understand the unique imprint someone has left on our lives. Their quirks, their habits, their very presence, things we might have taken for granted, suddenly stand out as irreplaceable. It's not just their physical absence that's felt, but the emotional space they occupied in our hearts and minds. Absence also brings clarity. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to overlook the small, meaningful ways someone contributes to our well-being. Perhaps it's their ability to listen without judgment, to comfort without words, or to inspire without trying. These qualities, so integral to our connection with them, become glaringly obvious when they're no longer there. The absence of these moments highlights their significance, making us realize just how much they shaped our experiences and emotions. There's also an undeniable emotional weight that comes with absence. It forces reflection, often in uncomfortable ways. When someone is no longer part of your life, you're all to confront the reasons why. Was it neglect, misunderstanding, or complacency? Absence doesn't allow for denial. It demands that you face the reality of what's been lost and the role you played in that loss. This self-awareness can be both painful and enlightening, as it often comes with a sense of regret for not valuing what you had when it was within your grasp. Absence has a way of magnifying the good times. Memories that once felt ordinary take on a golden hue, filled with meaning and emotion. You replay conversations, relive shared moments, and long for the comfort they brought. It's not just nostalgia, it's a deep yearning for what was, accompanied by the sobering realization that it may never be again. The pain of this awareness can be sharp, yet it also serves as a reminder of the depth of the connection you shared. The power of absence lies in its ability to reveal the irreplaceable nature of someone's presence. It's a humbling experience, recognizing that the void they leave behind cannot be filled by anyone else. Their essence, their energy, and the unique way they touch your life are singular, and their absence underscores just how special they were. This recognition often comes too late when reconciliation is no longer possible, and the opportunity to express gratitude or make amends has passed. Absence is also a catalyst for growth. It challenges you to adapt, to find strength in yourself, and to learn from the experience. The pain of loss can be transformative, teaching resilience and the importance of cherishing those who remain in your life. It's a stark reminder that relationships require effort, attention, and appreciation. Absence underscores the fragility of human connections and the importance of valuing them while they exist. Absence is not just about what is lost, but also about what is revealed. It exposes the depth of your emotions, the strength of your bonds, and the lessons you need to carry forward. It's a powerful force that, while painful, offers a profound understanding of the value of presence and the irreplaceable impact of those we hold dear. Authentic love is a rare and powerful force, something that transcends superficial connections and fleeting emotions. It is the kind of love that roots itself deeply in the soul, creating bonds that are nearly impossible to replicate. When someone experiences authentic love, they are touched in a way that changes them profoundly. It isn't just about the grand gestures or spoken words, it's about the invisible threads of understanding, trust, and care that tie two people together. What makes authentic love so extraordinary is its uniqueness. Each relationship formed through authentic love is unlike any other because it's born from the distinct combination of two individuals' hearts and souls. The way you laugh together, the silent moments of understanding, and the unspoken ways you support each other, these are aspects of authentic love that no other relationship can mirror. The specific experiences you've shared, the challenges you've overcome, and the dreams you've built together make it entirely one of a kind. This kind of love isn't something that can be found just anywhere. It requires vulnerability, effort, and mutual respect. It's built on a foundation of trust, where both people feel safe to be their truest selves without fear of judgment or rejection. Authentic love allows imperfections to coexist with admiration. It embraces flaws as part of the human experience and sees them not as weaknesses, but as details that make someone beautifully unique. When authentic love is lost, its absence is felt in profound ways. People often underestimate the depth of what they've had until it's gone. In a world that often prioritizes convenience and instant gratification, the enduring nature of authentic love becomes even more significant. The loss of such love leaves a void that can't simply be filled by someone else. No matter how many new relationships are formed, the original connection remains unparalleled. It's not a matter of comparison, but rather the realization that the specific bond shared with that person is irreplaceable. Authentic love is deeply personal, yet its effects extend beyond the relationship itself. It shapes who you are as an individual, influencing your perspective on life, your sense of self-worth, and your capacity to give and receive love. When someone has been touched by authentic love, it leaves an imprint on their soul. They carry the lessons, the warmth, and the memories with them, whether or not the relationship endures. This is why authentic love cannot be replaced. It becomes a part of you. What sets authentic love apart is its selfless nature. It isn't about what you can get from the other person, but what you can give to them. It's about being genuinely invested in their happiness and well-being, even when it requires sacrifice. Authentic love thrives on mutual generosity, where both individuals pour into each other without keeping score. This kind of love is rare because it requires a level of emotional maturity and commitment that not everyone is willing to offer. When someone loses authentic love, the realization of its value often comes too late. It's only in the aftermath, when the echoes of shared laughter and moments of connection linger, that they begin to comprehend what they had. They might search for the same feeling in other relationships, only to find that no one else can replicate the specific combination of love, respect, and understanding they once experienced. This is the bittersweet truth of authentic love. It's irreplaceable because it's tied to the individual who gave it. Authentic love is also enduring. Even when relationships change or end, the essence of that love remains. It might manifest as fond memories, personal growth, or a deeper understanding of what love truly means. The impact of authentic love is lasting, and it shapes the way you approach future relationships. It becomes a benchmark, a reminder of what is possible when two people genuinely connect. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, authentic love stands as a beacon of stability and hope. It reminds us of the beauty of human connection and the potential for deep, meaningful relationships. It is a gift that, once experienced, can never truly be replaced. Regret is one of the most powerful emotions a person can experience. It lingers in the quiet moments, in the stillness of the night, and in the spaces between thoughts. The fear of regret is not just about the loss of something valuable, it's about the haunting realization of what could have been. It's a deeply unsettling feeling, one that can shape decisions, alter behavior, and leave an indelible mark on the heart and mind. The fear of regret often begins with missed opportunities. Life presents us with countless chances to connect, to express love, to be vulnerable, and to create meaningful moments. Yet, in the rush of daily life or the grip of pride, those opportunities sometimes slip away unnoticed. It's only later, when the chance has passed, that the magnitude of what was lost begins to settle in. This delayed understanding is where regret takes root, growing stronger as it intertwines with the memories of what could have been. One of the most profound aspects of regret is how it magnifies the small, seemingly insignificant moments. The words left unsaid, the time not spent, or the kindness not shown, all of these become monumental in hindsight. The fear of regret stems from the knowledge that these moments once lost can never be reclaimed. It's a harsh reminder that time moves in one direction, and the choices we make are permanent. Regret is deeply tied to reflection. It forces a person to confront their actions, their decisions, and their priorities. When someone realizes they've let go of something or someone that brought meaning and joy to their life, the weight of that realization can be overwhelming. It's not just the loss itself that hurts, it's the understanding that it could have been prevented. The fear of experiencing this pain drives many to hold on tightly to what matters most, to treasure their relationships, and to live with greater intention. The fear of regret often becomes a teacher, though its lessons are rarely easy. It reminds us to value the present moment, to express gratitude, and to never take love or connection for granted. It's a call to action, urging us to act now rather than later. For many, the fear of regret is what pushes them to say, "I love you," to take risks, or to apologize when they've been wrong. It's a powerful motivator because it is rooted in the desire to avoid the deep sorrow of looking back with what-if questions. Regret can also be paralyzing. The fear of making the wrong choice can lead to indecision, a state where someone hesitates to act because they are terrified of future remorse. Ironically, this hesitation often results in the very regret they sought to avoid. The lesson here is that action, even imperfect action, is often better than inaction. The fear of regret should not stop us from living. Instead, it should inspire us to live boldly and with purpose. When it comes to relationships, the fear of regret takes on an even deeper significance. Losing someone we love, whether through neglect, misunderstanding, or taking them for granted, can lead to the kind of regret that stays with us for a lifetime. The memories of shared moments become bittersweet, tinged with the pain of knowing we could have done more, said more, or been more present. This fear can drive us to prioritize our relationships, to invest in them wholeheartedly, and to ensure that those we care about know their value. The fear of regret is rooted in our humanity. It speaks to our capacity for love, for connection, and for reflection. It reminds us of the fragility of life and the importance of making the most of every moment. While the fear of regret can be painful, it also holds the power to transform, to push us toward growth, to guide us in our decisions, and to help us live a life that, in the end, is free from what could have been. The weight of emptiness is not something you can see or touch, but you can feel it in every fiber of your being. It is a silent presence, a constant reminder of what is no longer there. This emptiness doesn't announce itself with loud cries or dramatic gestures. Instead, it creeps in quietly, filling the spaces that were once alive with warmth, laughter, and connection. It's the heaviness in the air when you wake up and realize something or someone is missing. This kind of emptiness is most profoundly felt in the absence of a person who once held a significant place in your life. It's not just about the loss of their physical presence, it's about the absence of the emotions, memories, and shared experiences they carried with them. Every small detail, from their voice to the way they made you feel, becomes a hollow echo. The routines you once took for granted now feel incomplete, like a song with missing notes. The weight of emptiness can catch you off guard. It hides in the mundane, waiting to surface when you least expect it. A familiar scent, a song, or even a simple phrase can trigger a flood of memories, and with it, a wave of longing. It's in these moments that you realize how deeply intertwined their presence was with your sense of normalcy. What was once a shared world now feels quiet and unfamiliar, as though a part of you has been removed. This emptiness is more than just an emotional experience, it manifests physically as well. It can feel like a knot in your stomach, a lump in your throat, or an ache in your chest. The body reacts to the absence, as though trying to fill the void with sensations that cannot come close to replacing what is missing. The mind, too, becomes consumed with thoughts of what was and what could have been, replaying moments that now seem irreplaceable. What makes this weight so heavy is the understanding that it isn't something that can simply be put down or ignored. It follows you, casting a shadow over your day-to-day life. Even in moments of joy, it lingers at the edges, reminding you of the void it represents. It's a burden that reshapes your reality, forcing you to navigate a world that feels less vibrant, less complete. The weight of emptiness also brings with it a sense of vulnerability. It exposes the depth of your emotions and the extent to which you allowed someone to matter to you. This vulnerability can be both painful and humbling, as it reminds you of the fragility of human connections. It's a stark contrast to the strength you once felt when that connection was intact. Yet within this vulnerability lies a testament to the importance of the bond you shared. Over time, the weight of emptiness doesn't necessarily diminish, but it does change. It becomes a part of you, something you learn to carry rather than something that overwhelms you. It shapes your perspective, making you more aware of the fleeting nature of life and the importance of cherishing the moments and people you hold dear. This transformation doesn't erase the pain, but it allows you to find meaning in the absence, to honor what was lost by appreciating what remains. The weight of emptiness also serves as a reminder of the power of presence. It highlights how much impact a single person can have on your life, how their energy can fill a room, and their love can fill your heart. In their absence, you begin to understand the significance of the connections you form and the irreplaceable role they play in shaping your experiences. This understanding, though bittersweet, is a gift that can inspire you to approach relationships with greater care and intention. The weight of emptiness is a reflection of the depth of your love and the importance of what was lost. It is not something to be feared or avoided, but something to be acknowledged and understood. It's a testament to the beauty of human connection and the profound impact it can have on your life. Growth is a powerful and transformative journey, one that is deeply personal yet capable of profoundly impacting others, especially those who once stood by your side. When someone who once underestimated you or failed to value your worth sees you thriving, it becomes a mirror they can't look away from. Your growth becomes his pain, not because of malice or resentment, but because it forces him to confront the reality of what he lost and the role he played in your story. The pain begins with realization. Watching you grow and evolve is a stark reminder of the potential he once had access to but failed to nurture or appreciate. Every milestone you reach, every goal you achieve becomes a testament to your resilience and strength, qualities he might have overlooked or taken for granted. It's a bitter pill to swallow, knowing that what he dismissed as ordinary was, in fact, extraordinary, and that he no longer has the privilege of witnessing or being part of your journey. Your growth also challenges his ego. It disrupts the narrative he might have told himself about you or your relationship. Perhaps he thought you would always need him, or that you couldn't succeed without his presence. But as you rise, defying expectations and surpassing limitations, it shatters that illusion. It becomes clear that his absence didn't hinder you, it propelled you forward. This revelation can be a painful reckoning, as it forces him to question not only his perception of you, but also his perception of himself. There's a unique pain in seeing someone thrive in your absence, especially when their growth highlights your shortcomings. It's not uncommon for people to feel a mix of regret and envy when they witness someone becoming the best version of themselves after a relationship ends. Your growth becomes a reminder of the opportunities he squandered and the support he failed to provide. It's a reflection of what could have been a partnership where both individuals flourish together instead of apart. Your success also brings clarity about his own stagnation. While you're out there conquering challenges and embracing change, he may find himself stuck in the same patterns, the same routines, the same mindset. This contrast can be jarring, as it underscores the gap between where he is and where you've gone. It's not just about your achievements, it's about the reminder that growth is possible and that he chose not to pursue it. This awareness can be a painful wake-up call, one that's difficult to ignore. Your growth becomes his pain because it redefines the narrative of loss. It shifts the perspective from you being the one who suffered the most to him realizing he lost something truly valuable. It's a reversal that carries a heavy emotional weight as he grapples with the knowledge that the person he once overlooked or underestimated is now thriving in ways he never anticipated. This recognition often comes too late, leaving him to wonder what might have been if he had shown more care, support, or understanding. This dynamic also highlights the power of resilience. Your ability to rise above the hurt, to channel your pain into progress, is a testament to your inner strength. It shows that you are not defined by the losses you've endured, but by the way you've used them as stepping stones toward your growth. This resilience is inspiring to others, but can be deeply unsettling to him, as it forces him to acknowledge the role he played in both your pain and your subsequent triumph. Your growth doesn't just represent what you've gained, it symbolizes what he's lost. It's a poignant reminder that relationships are about partnership, support, and mutual growth. When those elements are absent, one person may rise while the other remains behind, left to deal with the pain of watching someone they once had soar without them. This pain isn't just about losing you, it's about losing the version of himself that could have grown alongside you. In the end, your growth is a powerful force, one that illuminates your strength and potential while serving as a mirror to those who doubted you. It's a reminder that even in the face of loss and heartbreak, you have the ability to rise, to evolve, and to become something extraordinary. And while that journey is yours alone, its impact reverberates far beyond you, leaving a lasting impression on those who witness it, whether they celebrate your success or struggle to come to terms with it. The urgency of action is a call that life presents to all of us, though not everyone hears it in time. It is the voice that whispers in the quiet moments, urging you to move forward, to seize opportunities, and to take the risks that will lead you closer to the life you envision. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality, and without it, even the most ambitious goals remain nothing more than thoughts. The urgency of action arises from the understanding that time is finite, and every moment that passes is one you can never reclaim. Life is full of moments that demand a decision. The hesitation to act often stems from fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown. But in that hesitation lies the danger of inaction. Every time you delay, you risk losing opportunities that may never come again. The urgency of action pushes you to step beyond the comfort of indecision and into the realm of possibility. It reminds you that while the future is uncertain, it is shaped by the actions you take today. Time waits for no one. And the more you put off doing what matters, the harder it becomes to take the first step. Procrastination is seductive because it offers the illusion of safety, but it robs you of progress. Days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and before you know it, the dreams you once held dear start to fade into regrets. The urgency of action is about recognizing that the perfect moment may never arrive, but the right moment is always now. Taking action is not just about achieving goals, it's about growth. Every decision you make, every risk you take contributes to your development as a person. Even when things don't go as planned, the experience gained is invaluable. The lessons learned from failure often pave the way for future success. The urgency of action teaches you that the path to growth is not always smooth, but it is always worth walking. There is a profound sense of empowerment that comes with taking action. It is an affirmation of your ability to influence your own life and shape your destiny. When you act, you assert control over your circumstances rather than allowing them to control you. The urgency of action reminds you that while you cannot change the past, you have the power to shape your future through the choices you make today. Action also inspires others. Your willingness to move forward, to take risks, and to embrace challenges becomes a source of motivation for those around you. It creates a ripple effect, encouraging others to step out of their own comfort zones and pursue their aspirations. The urgency of action is not just a personal call, it is a collective one. By taking action, you contribute to a culture of progress and possibility, showing others what is possible when fear is set aside. The fear of failure often holds people back, but the true failure lies in not trying at all. Inaction guarantees missed opportunities, while action, even imperfect, keeps the door open for success. The urgency of action is about understanding that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. It's about choosing progress over perfection and recognizing that momentum builds with movement. The urgency of action is also a reminder of the fleeting nature of life. None of us know how much time we have when every moment spent waiting is a moment lost forever. This realization is not meant to induce panic, but to inspire purpose. It's a call to prioritize what truly matters, to let go of excuses, and to focus on what you can do right now. In the end, action is what turns possibilities into realities. It is the difference between a life lived and a life merely imagined. The urgency of action pushes you to embrace your potential, to take the leap, and to trust in your ability to handle whatever comes next. It is a powerful force that reminds you of the preciousness of time and the importance of making the most of every moment you're given.